Today we're making
炸生蠔
deep fried oysters. This is my dad's simple, addictive Cantonese take on a global dish, complete with primers on wet batters and double frying to take your cooking wisdom to the next level. Let's start with how to prepare the oysters.
Hello，朋友們，大家好啊！我哋又見面啦今日同大家介紹呢個呢，就係炸生蠔。炸生蠔呢，即係平時都好多人喜歡食嘅嗬。我今日呢，就用呢個美國加州本地出產個生蠔嚟嘅。個生蠔呢，細細隻咁，好適宜我嚟炸。我係今日用16隻生蠔，大概係10個安士咁上下㗎啦。咁啲朋友你中意煮多食多啲嘅，整多啲冇乜所謂㗎嗬。處理嗰個蠔嘅時候呢，首先呢，我哋要用啲生粉嚟揦佢擺佢落嚟。我呢，就用一個湯匙嘅生粉嚟撈勻佢，撈佢咧，個好處就將啲潺咧洗咗佢出嚟，佢就會好食啲噶啦。
He adds another tablespoon of cornstarch here before mixing it in.
啲生粉落去撈佢，你記得唔好大力喎，慢慢輕輕咁樣溫柔啲嗬。整大力咧，佢就整穿咗佢，就整爛咗佢就冇咁靚噶啦嗬。唔好大力
We'll gently mix the cornstarch with the oysters by hand to clean them.
將啲粉撈勻之後咧。我就用啲水嚟沖佢噶啦，俾啲生粉落去，整啲水變咗黑色啦，係咪？洗乾淨佢，同埋去晒乾淨啲潺佢。倒咗啲水先嗬。
We'll drain the dirty water and rinse again with clean water. We typically think of cornstarch as a thickener, but in this case, it's also a great binding agent that clings to unwanted particles, making them easier to wash away. You can also see this technique in effect in our steamed spare ribs recipe as we're washing the meat.
How do you pick the best oysters?
如果係成連殼嗰啲咧，就要睇師傅揀噶啦。嗰啲有殼嘅生蠔咧，個蠔咧，你聞下佢唔好臭味就 OK 噶啦。餐館好多時都係買一樽樽嘅翻嚟做啫，一樽樽嗰啲就唔係鋪筍嘅。好似我望炸嗰啲搞咗成袋嘅鋪筍嘅，非常適合炸同埋做炒煎蛋餅啊嗰啲咁嘅。
炸唔使太大。
當然你係買翻嚟係咁大就冇法子啦，如太大嘅話就可以剪開佢。同埋洗乾淨咯，係嘛？沖乾淨啲水佢得㗎啦，再清一次。
Again, we'll drain the dirty water and rinse with clean water.
好啦，每次得啦。
After a final rinse, we'll take out the oysters to drain.
留起佢鉗水嗬。
My dad gently takes out the oysters one by one because we don't want to break or puncture any of them. Today's dish is called 酥炸生蠔 in Cantonese, or literally crunchy fried raw oysters. People have been eating oysters for thousands of years all around the world, and because they were abundant and strange tasting, they were considered a poor man's food. In modern times, oysters had become a delicacy, often eaten raw and freshly shucked. However, we can find deep fried oysters in many coastal communities worldwide, such as Japan, Southeast Asia, and even the American South. So it shouldn't be surprising that we seafood-loving Cantonese people have our own version. Most recipes are remarkably similar, aiming to get a crunchy outside while retaining the buttery texture and letting the raw oyster flavors shine through, without any strong seasoning or marinades. My dad's version of the batter includes unique ingredients like wet pepper and fish sauce to enhance the best parts of the oyster's fishiness. While my dad didn't make a sauce to serve with them, there are countless choices if you're looking for a perfect complement to deep fried oysters, such as lemon wedge, cocktail sauce, tartar sauce, sweet chili sauce, or like we discovered, the sweet and sour sauce from our Peking pork chops.
啲蠔擎緊水嘅時候咧，我哋就夠嘅炸醬嗬，用麵粉4個湯匙。生粉咧就係1個半湯匙就夠啦，淨係俾生粉咧就硬得滯，淨係俾麵粉咧就軟得滯，所以咧就要俾生粉同啲麵粉混合埋佢，咁啊適中啲，係嘛？
Then we'll add half a teaspoon of baking powder to make the batter fluffier when we fry it.
我就俾蒜子鹽啦。如果你朋友唔中意蒜子鹽，佢就可以用其他正常嘅鹽。蒜鹽咧用1個茶匙就好啦，唔好用太多。原來係1個湯匙，將佢個粉醬變咗鮮味啲，原來係鹹嘅，所以唔需要落咁多鹽。俾少啲胡椒粉落去，1/3個茶匙就夠啦。劈一聲佢嚇，俾咗呢之後咧，我哋就用水開呢個粉醬啦。首先俾4個湯匙先，如果唔夠，慢慢再俾嗬。將啲分粒攪勻佢。
Then we'll mix it together until smooth.
睇，咁就未夠水啦，俾多半個湯匙水落去。
We'll mix in the water and check the consistency again.
睇到咁嘅形狀，成條咁流落嚟，咁就 OK 啦。
It's important to get the consistency of the batter just right to get that perfect crunchiness. If you want more tips on how to achieve the perfect crunch when deep frying, click the link in our description to preview lesson 11.3 on texture control in our fundamentals library.
生粉再臨炸之前咧，再落啲油上去， 有呢個之後咧，再切啲椰菜嚟煎一煎個碟底，少少得㗎啦。晾乾線仲有啦，即係一方面咧就晾一晾，擎一擎啲油，唔使太多。
We'll chop the cabbage into thin slices, then pull them apart by hand. Then we'll put it on the serving plate as a bed for our oysters. We have all of these ingredients listed on our blog at madewithlau.com, along with step-by-step instructions and video clips to guide you as you make the recipe at home.
在炸之前咧，先啲蠔咧，俾個廚房紙飲乾水佢先嗬。飲乾水嘅作用咧，就係等佢黐上粉，上咗粉醬啊。俾張紙上嚟嗱。
We'll sandwich the oysters between 2 paper towels to dry them.
How do you prevent the oil from splattering because the oysters have so much moisture?
俾啲生粉咁樣揦過熱過，再擎乾水，俾啲廚房紙咁飲乾咗佢，先至冧粉，佢唔會炸嘅噼里啪啦。頭先我哋炸冇射出嚟啫，係咪？炸得好好啫。呢個時候咧，就俾啲油上嚟呢度嚇，俾個茶匙湯匙嘅油上嚟。
點解等我而家先加油？
等啲粉同埋嗰啲發酵粉發壓發先，咁佢咧啲粉咧就發得好啲。
After mixing in the oil, we'll set the batter aside and get a wok ready for deep frying.
而家開火燒咗鑊先，燒熱隻鑊佢，先至落油嗬。將啲蠔咧擺落嚟呢度撈粉醬，隻鑊燒到而家起煙啦，就可以擺啲油上去。OK， 燒埋油。
We'll add about 10 fluid ounces of oil here. Then we'll add the frying batter to the oysters.
啲油溫咧就燒到係330咁上下啦，330。如果你冇呢個溫度計咧，你就用筷子擺落去睇下佢嗱，收翻慢火先嗱，你俾啲粉落去即浮起嚟，就即係話佢已經夠溫度啦。
Now with our hands, we'll gently mix the batter with the oysters until they're all coated. Then we'll add them to the oil one at a time, lowering them into the oil so it doesn't splash. We'll fry the oysters in 2 batches to not overcrowd the wok. After just 1 to 2 minutes of frying, or when they turn golden brown, we can take out the oysters.
都快脆嘅，睇到佢轉黃色嘅，你就可以夾起佢啦。
We'll set the first batch aside to drain, then repeat the frying with the second batch.
點解用手啊？
用手方便啲啦，用筷子或者硬嘅啦，咁樣有時會夾穿佢嚇。用手啊輕輕咁擺落去，唔好擺落咁好即刻喐佢啦，等佢浮起嚟先至喐佢。
咁呢個炸方法係咪全廣東？
炸嘅方法就好多人嘅炸法，又唔同，有啲人乾粉炸，有啲人就濕粉炸，有啲人咧就飛過水先至冧粉炸，都有啲人新鮮嘅未飛水咁樣冧，好似我咁做法嚟炸，好多方法不同。留啲渣佢，留咗啲渣燒熱隻鑊，再炸第二次嚇。
We'll scoop out any burnt pieces still in the oil, then heat up the oil even more for the second frying.
燒到300、390都唔怕，而家已經340。
For the second fry, we can combine the 2 batches together since they won't stick to each other or the bottom of the wok.
第一次嘅時候，佢要慢慢等佢啲粉浮起嚟先至得，但係今次咧就唔怕佢黐底啦嘛。
When the oil is at 390 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll add in the oysters.
呢次咧放喺9度都唔怕啦嚇。嗰個真係火。
After just 20 to 30 seconds, we can turn off the heat and take them out.
Oh.
Now we can plate them.
蠔就製好咗啦，開始擺碟啦嚇。
My dad plates them gently, one by one, to keep them crunchy and fluffy.
牛仔試下啦，最好食而家啦。正啊！
好快，好脆啊！
係嘛 ？OK， 好香啊！好啦，朋友們，酥炸生蠔就好咗啦，希望大家中意。紅燈慢慢落樓吃炸蠔咯。
Do you like the oyster? Oh,
That's pretty good, huh? Come here.
Really tasty.
Yeah, come here, try it.
oh my gosh.
Chicken tasty.
Isn't that one tasty?
YouTube thinks you'll like this recipe next. Let's see if they're right. A huge thank you to our wok stars and all of our chefs in the CANTO Cooking Club.